Hey everyone, and welcome. Have you ever really looked at your furniture and wondered what's going on inside? Well, today we're pulling back the curtain. We're going to take a virtual tour of a workshop and uncover all the little secrets that turn raw materials into the stuff we use every single day. Let's jump in.
No, really. Go ahead and look at whatever you're sitting on right now. You probably see some wood, maybe a bit of metal, some fabric, but how does it all actually stick together? We're about to build our own piece of furniture right here, right now, to see exactly how it all works.
But hold on. Before we even think about picking up a tool, we need to talk about the foundation. Every great project, especially in furniture making, starts with a solid set of rules. These rules are what make sure everything is built to last, and maybe even more importantly, that it's all built safely.
Look, for any of this to work, you've got to have a rulebook everyone agrees on. It really boils down to three big ideas. First, you've got guidelines. These are your basic do's and don'ts. Then you've got procedures, which are the super specific, step-by-step instructions so you do the job right every single time. And finally, you have standards. Think of these as the big, non-negotiable laws of the workshop for safety and quality. So when you put all three of those together, you get this amazing safety net. It's like an invisible force field that guarantees that the cabinet we're about to build is going to be strong and that nobody gets hurt in the process. Okay, foundation set. Let's start building for real.
All right, this is the fun part. It's time to start putting things together. We are officially kicking off construction on our virtual cabinet, and the very first thing we need are the core materials, the stuff that's going to give it its shape and all its strength.
And our first building block is something called dressed timber. Now, dressed is just a cool workshop term for wood that's been cleaned up. It's been planed, it's been smoothed on all sides. It's what separates a rough, splintery piece of lumber from that beautiful, ready-to-use tabletop you see.
And this isn't just about looking pretty, you know? Using dressed timber is absolutely crucial because it gets rid of splinters. That makes it way safer to handle while you're building and, of course, safer for you to use in your home. And yeah, let's be honest, it just gives it that clean, professional look we all want. Now, working alongside our wood, we have our other hero material, metal. You bring in metal when you need some serious, heavy-duty strength and durability. We're talking about things like the frame for a sleek modern table or those slim but super strong legs on a chair. It's all about providing that rock-solid support system.
Okay, so we've got our wood, we've got our metal. Now we're at the most basic question in any building project. How in the world do we actually connect these things to create a solid object?
And the answer so often is the humble but incredibly mighty nut and bolt. These little guys are the essential fasteners for creating strong, tight joints. They are the absolute key to making sure our virtual cabinet doesn't wobble or, just fall apart on us.
And the main idea here is really simple. It's these tiny pieces that let us do big things, like attach a leg to a seat or join two pieces of a metal frame. They might be small, but they have a massive amount of responsibility.
Okay, check it out. Our cabinet now has a solid core structure. It's strong, it's stable, but it's not very useful yet, is it? So now it's time to add the parts that really bring it to life, the things that give it a purpose and its final look.
First up, hinges. Seriously, without a hinge, a cabinet door is just a board. Hinges are these simple little mechanical marvels that create a pivot point. They're what let a door swing open and shut nice and smooth. It is all about creating motion and giving you access.
So once we've got a working door, we need a way to open it, right? And here you basically have two choices, handles and knobs. A handle is designed for pulling. Think about opening a big, heavy drawer. A knob, on the other hand, is smaller, and it's really designed just for gripping, maybe with your fingertips. It's a small difference, but it really matters for how you use the furniture.
All right, our cabinet is now totally functional. It's got a solid frame, the doors swing open and shut, but we're not quite done. It's time for the final touches, the elements that take it from being just a box to a truly finished piece of furniture.
So for our cabinet, we could add some elegant glass panels to the doors. But these finishing touches are everywhere in furniture. For a chair, you'd use upholstery. The fabrics and foams that make it comfortable and give it some style. And what holds all that nice fabric in place? Staples. Tiny little metal fasteners that are critical for getting that tight, clean finish.
And just like that, our virtual build is done. It's complete. So now let's take a step back and really look at the big picture, what all these individual little pieces have created together. Here's the main takeaway, the one thing to remember. Furniture isn't just one thing, it's a whole system. It's like an ecosystem where every single component is working together. Every single part, from the biggest slab of wood down to the tiniest little staple, has a specific and really important job to do.
So now you know the basic building blocks. You basically know the language of furniture. The next time you look at a chair or a table or a cabinet, you won't just see an object. You'll see the story of how it all came together. So the real question is, what are you going to see differently now?